Colombia is a fantastic destination for vacation and also retirement. And I say retirement with an asterisk because it's also a great destination if you just want a cheaper cost of living. We're going to talk about those things today. How much should you budget if you want to take a trip to El Dorado? Come with me and we'll go find out. Hello, I'm Sam, and today we are doing a little bit of a different video than we normally do on Imagine Travel 24/7 because Colombia is going through some important changes. Now, I live here, but I am not a Colombian citizen, and my Spanish is basic at best, so I don't really have much business getting involved in protests and politics. But my wishes go out to all Colombians that they have a representative government and a government that works for all of them. With that being said, I get a lot of questions here in Colombia about what is the cost of living? What is a good price for a hotel when you take a vacation? And my personal favorite, how much does beer cost? So we're gonna take a little walk around the neighborhood and see if we can answer those questions today. Let's go. Here in Colombia, lunch is the most important meal of the day. When you're walking around the city, you can stop into a restaurant and get a local meal for anywhere between 7 and 10,000 pesos. This is about $2 to $3 per person. And this lunch usually includes hot soup, salad, rice, and meat, beef, chicken, or pork. It's delicious, and this is what the locals eat. Of course, you can find things you're more familiar with, like pizza, cheeseburgers, and spaghetti, but you'll probably pay a little more and leave disappointed. Take my word for it. So I highly recommend you stick local. If you get hungry while you're walking around the town and don't want to sit down for a full meal, keep an eye out for the people pushing carts around in the street. Colombia is the land of convenience. You can buy just about anything you want out in the street. Anything from empanadas to arepas to fresh juice, fruits, to SIM cards, and even trinkets and knives and stuff for the family. The normal price you can expect to pay for one empanada, one big arepa, 1 cup of juice, 1 cup of fruit is 2,000 pesos. This is less than $1. It's about 75 cents or so. You can eat it on the go and just keep walking. Most of these street vendors don't speak very much English, so I highly recommend you brush up on your Spanish before coming here, or just check Google Translate. So I tried to make a video on top of this thing yesterday and it just didn't work. Dare I try it again? One-handed? Let's see. This is probably very stupid. We'll see if we can get up here without breaking my neck or breaking the camera. I don't know. This is a little sketchy. Yeah, okay. Okay. Very good. I think we made it. So let's take a look at the question that everybody wants to know now that we've found a perfect location. What is the price of beer? This beer, Poker, it's delicious, it's cheap. I just went and bought 2 beers at the local tienda, the corner store, 5,000 pesos, 2,500 pesos per beer. That's less than $1. So it's true, you can buy beer for less than $1. And if you get charged anything over $1, maybe it's because it's a fancy beer or you're sitting in a fancy restaurant. But if you order just the regular old local beer, it's less than $1 every time. So we're gonna make another episode about what kind of beer you should look out for and the different types of alcohol that you can find here in Colombia. So if you're interested in learning about the different types of beer you can enjoy on your trip to this wonderful country, stay tuned for that. Okay, so now we're gonna head back to the house and we're gonna take out the laptop and take a look at the hotel accommodations and domestic travel tickets. I think you'll be surprised at the prices. Let's go take a look. There's one thing I wanted to show you about this park before we head on back to the house, and that's these crazy leafcutter ants. Check these things out. They are all up in my feet right now. So, time to go. Let's go. One thing I love about Colombia is you never know what, oh, sorry, hang on. There's nobody around on the street. So, one thing I love about Colombia is you never know what you're gonna find. Just walking back home and local panaderia has these churros, delicious. 600 pesos is 600 pesos is, I don't even know, maybe 25 cents if you want to call it something in US dollars, and these are absolutely delicious. It's like a donut coated in sugar and filled with arequipe, if you can see inside there. Arequipe is kind of like caramel, but it's more creamy. I think it has some cream or some milk in it. Just fantastic. And this is something that is great about living in Colombia. Your barrio, your local neighborhood always has some fantastic bakery, panaderia, fantastic corner stores, good restaurants, and even a barbershop. So really, you don't need to leave your neighborhood. It's perfect. That'll do. So we made it back to the house. All is good. That was a great walk around the neighborhood. We learned some things about the prices in Colombia. We ate some churros. We did some exploring, even got in our Saturday service. So now that we're back here at the house, we're going to take a look at the laptop and try to see what the prices of accommodation in some of the larger cities are, and my favorite website for booking domestic travel tickets here in Colombia. So first, I've got Expedia pulled up. I use Expedia a lot. It works great here in Colombia also. It's not the only one. I highly encourage you to look at all the different websites and even contact the hotels directly so that you can get a price quoted in Colombian pesos. Sometimes you can get a better deal if you're willing to pay in Colombian pesos. But for now, and the purposes of this video here, just to give you a general idea of what the prices are, we're gonna look at Expedia for the sake of time. So I have Expedia pulled up here, and this is some dates in Bogota for next month, 3 nights. And as you can see, we pretty much run the gamut. We've got hotels that are super expensive and super fancy. We've got hotels that are perfectly nice and perfectly reasonable. GHL is a good brand here in Colombia, and $53 a night, that's doable. We've also got some name brands, Hilton, Marriott. These are renowned around the world. Everyone knows these brands, but there are some outliers here. $18 a night, $20 a night, $39 per night. Don't discount these hotels as garbage just because the price is cheap. Check them out. It might be something worth looking at. Next, I've got Cartagena pulled up here on Expedia. Cartagena is a very big tourist destination here in Colombia, so you can expect the prices to be a little bit higher. They're used to foreign tourists, but we can look here and we see name brand hotels again, Hilton. We've got the prices are a little bit higher at the moment. This is a very, very beautiful place to go. I highly recommend visiting Cartagena if you come to visit Colombia. I've never had a bad experience at a Colombian hotel. Even the cheapest, I think I paid $17 a night once for a hotel here in Colombia, and it was an amazing experience. All the staff were super friendly. The food was great. Cold beer. and the bed was comfortable. Next, we've got Medellin pulled up. Medellin is Colombia's second largest city. It's not a huge tourist destination like Cartagena, and the international airport isn't as large as Bogota. So there are less tourists in this city. It's a good place to go if you want to kind of get away from massive tourist crowds. But as we can see, prices here are reasonable. We've got in the $60, $70 range, 50s, 40s. Here's a $28 one. Again, don't discount this just because it's cheap. Check it out. Go to the hotel's website, read some reviews on TripAdvisor. I think that this hotel you might be able to enjoy. If you want to get away from the cities and off the beaten path a little bit, Tayrona National Park is a beautiful place to visit. I've been here a couple of times. It's close to Santa Marta, so you can fly into Santa Marta Airport and you can rent a car. There might even be some tour buses that go out that way, but I recommend renting a car and driving out there. It's not very far from Santa Marta, maybe a 30-minute drive from Santa Marta, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's tranquil, it's quiet, it's private, there's not a whole lot of people, and it's right there on the Caribbean coast. And as you can see, the hotels here run the gamut. We've got some that are super cheap. Hotel Nueva Granada. I'm sure that this hotel looks lovely, and it's $32 a night. Check it out. What's the worst that could happen? Some in the $20 range. That's perfectly normal for this area. $8 a night. Now, I'm not sure what is going on here, but it's worth looking at if it can help your budget out. What? $10,000 per night. Let's see what you get for $10,000 a night. That sounds a little outrageous. I don't think this is in Colombian pesos. I think this is quoted in US dollars. It certainly looks like it. It says for the 3 nights that we're looking, $31,000 for 3 nights. This smoke-free hotel has a bar, lounge, and a rooftop terrace. Wi-Fi in public areas is free. Additionally, a business center, conference space, and concierge services are on site. All 24 rooms offer comforts like Tempur-Pedic beds and Egyptian cotton sheets, plus free Wi-Fi and LCD TVs with cable channels. This is just a normal hotel. I don't see anything super special about this. Stay away from Hotel 1525 by Deco. Not sure what's going on there. Domestic travel here in Colombia is very reasonable. This is the website that I usually use, Tiquetes Baratos. It's a reputable website. I've used it several times. We'll go ahead and do a search here. We'll go from Bogota to Cartagena, and we'll use the same dates that we were looking at for the hotels, just to be fair. So this site is a little bit like Expedia, but only for airplane tickets domestically here in Colombia. It will list all the major airlines in Colombia, except I don't think it has one, but it'll list a lot of the major airlines here in Colombia. So as we can see, we have Viva Air, Avianca. Avianca is the big airline here in Colombia, and LATAM. LATAM Airlines is also a large airline. There's one other major airline in Colombia, Wingo, W-I-N-G-O. They fly a lot domestically in Colombia. It's not listed on this website, but it's worth it to go check out their website and see what the prices are. So let's look here. The cheapest I see here is about 87,000 pesos. This is very cheap. This is under $50. Even the most expensive one, 139,000 pesos. This is less than $50. So as you can see, you can fly one way from Bogota to Cartagena very cheap for under $50. So it's definitely worth traveling domestically if you have the time and the will to see other parts of the country. And flying out of Bogota is very easy if you make that kind of your home base in the country. Thanks for stopping by. It was great to see you again here on Imagine Travel 24/7. I hope you learned a little something and had a good time. I certainly enjoyed this. If you want to know more about Colombia, leave some messages in the comments. If you want to know anything more specific, I'm glad to make videos about anything to do here in Colombia. Give me some ideas and I'll make the video just for you. Subscribe if you want more information, and I will see you next time on Imagine Travel 24/7. Buenos días.
Buenas tardes, ya casi.
Buenas tardes. Yes. Por supuesto. I think pasión.
Una pasión.
Sí, porfa. ¿Puedo filmar?
Bueno. Una pasión.
Pasión. Perfecto. ¿Cuántos?
4.000 pesitos.
4,000.
Bueno, pa.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Bueno, ya la orden.
Buenas tardes.